Alright guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you enjoyed that little intro there. Went out and done some walking this morning. Man, it's beautiful, beautiful. So, got the weekend coming up. So, hope everybody's doing good. Thanks for all the support. And by the way, speaking of that, thank you, Patricia. Thank you for the channel support donation. I appreciate that. So let's get into it, guys. I've been seeing a lot of chatter about 2 years. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I got my sweet tea. Been seeing a lot of chatter about the 2-year mark. You know, summer's been gone now for 2 years. Where's she at? What's the holdup? Is anybody even doing anything? Yeah, I listen to that and I'm getting emails, you know, people asking me questions. So pretty much here's what I think of the whole 2-year mark on the Summer Wells investigation. I think that 2 years is definitely, in my opinion, enough time to definitely get your kids back. 2 years is definitely enough time to get your kids back. So, I've got a feeling that if the state goes ahead and does what they need to do with the boys, and because the boys' case bleeds over into Summer's case, I think that, you know, once the boys are taken care of, then we'll see the ball rolling there. And here's another thing too, guys. I didn't think about this till today. How old do you have to be to actually testify in court? Can a child testify against parents? All those things are kind of coming into play here. And of course, you don't know really what all was going on behind the scenes with CPS and the boys and all that stuff too. And I kind of want to talk more about the CPS stuff too. Dawn mentioned it again last night. You know, CPS was up there the day before Summer went missing. And I've heard a lot of chatter about the CPS was actually there for Summer instead of the boys. That's what I heard. That's the chatter going around. That the main focus on CPS being there was because of Summer. Now, it concerns me because if that's true, the next day Summer gets gone. Right? Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. You know, Dawn said that, you know, they was up there just because, you know, the kids were shooting BB guns. I wonder if, you know, that might have been the deal, but then when CPS got up there, maybe it turned into a bigger deal once the caseworker got up there and maybe seen how things was and seen how the kids were and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if the caseworker kind of got a feeling that there was some neglect going on Maybe there were some things that needed corrected in the house. I don't think, guys. I mean, just my opinion. I don't think that the case was closed the day before Summer went missing. For some reason, I just don't think it was. I think maybe what happened was a caseworker went up there over the BB gun issue. And who knows? Maybe they were involved even before that. You know what I mean? I'm probably sure they were because, Allison said, they were saying, they were tag teaming each other. Her and Allie were with CPS. That's just, you know what I mean? So, I kind of wonder maybe if the caseworker was up there and then was like looking around and there needed to be some, there were some deficiencies that needed to be corrected, maybe with the house, maybe with the kids, you know what I mean? We all heard, that the kids, when they did get taken, they had some health issues with them. Maybe. I just do not think that the case was closed the day before Summer went missing. But just the fact that CPS was there and then Summer goes missing, huge red flags. Huge red flags. So, and again, a lot of people agree with me on this too, because I've been saying for a while now, why Summer and not the boys? Why would Summer go missing and not the boys? So if you think about that, that might be the reason right there that Summer's gone right now to this day. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it could be the reason. But it's very suspicious that supposedly CPS was investigating Summer and then the next day she goes missing. Not the boys. Yeah. So, 2-year mark, guys. 2-year mark. We're coming up on the 2-year mark. If anything, I see the state maybe drawing the line in the sand, if you will, at the 2-year mark. And that way they can present that to the court and go, 2 years, Judge. 2 years, Your Honor. They had 2 years. You can't say we didn't give them time. I heard originally that it was supposed to have been 6 months, but we all know how that ended up. I think it's, I think it's been taking so long because they don't want Dawn and Candace to say, well, you didn't give us enough time. You didn't give us enough chances. If the state says and presents a case that says, hey, they had 2 years, to me, that's plenty enough time. I mean, if I was a judge, 1 year, 2 years, come on. So I think that's why, guys, it's been taking so long, because the state wants to make sure that Dawn and Candace can't come back and argue, well, they didn't give us enough time, or they didn't give us enough chances. They came and kidnapped our kids and then wouldn't let us talk to them, and they were treating us unfairly about getting our kids back. I think that's why it's been so long, guys. So that way Dawn and Candace don't have a leg to stand on if they try to say they were treated unfairly by CPS and not given enough time, not given enough chances, all that stuff. But then I think once that line in the sand is drawn and there's eventually a hearing and a decision made by the judge, because the two cases are bleeding into each other, the boys' cases, or the boys' case and Summers, then you'll see something pick up. That's just my opinion, guys. So we'll see if I'm right. If I'm wrong, we'll be wrong. Boy, am I gonna be wrong. But I don't think I am. I think what I'm saying kind of makes sense. Let me know what you think. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense that, hey, it's coming up on 2 years, and the reason is because, they don't want to give Dawn and Candace room to say, well, they didn't give us enough time, they didn't give us enough things to do to make it right, didn't give us enough chances, yada yada. I'm sorry, 2 years, plenty of time, and I'm sure in 2 years there's been plenty of things given to them to complete, and if they haven't, self-accountability, guys. Self-accountability. Day 2, I'd have been working on trying to get my kids back. So, but I think we all know where this is headed. I think we all know. It's just we're waiting. It's just a waiting game right now. So, and again, we heard Candace's friend come out yesterday, and she didn't throw Candace under the bus. She threw her under the bus with both hands, kicked her under the bus. But hey, she stuck her neck out for Candace, and believed in her, still believes in her. If you go, listening to her, she still believes in her until there's proof. So, but hey, that's her conviction. That's her, that she's got the right to think how she wants to and believe how she wants to. But no, I don't think it was right for Candace to do her the way she did. But there again, her friend had a lot of insight that came out yesterday that we didn't really know about, and now we know more stuff that don't look good on them, right? 2 years, guys. 2 years. I think when this goes before a judge, I think the judge will agree. It's been plenty of time, and there probably won't even be. If there is an argument, probably won't have legs to stand on. So, and from what Dawn and them were saying, that Lord, their CPS attorney's not even, the one that they were appointed, he's not even hardly talking to them. There's no telling, maybe they had a huge falling out, and that's the reason why, the attorney appointed to them ain't talking to them no more, returning phone calls. Maybe, who knows? People's even said, well, maybe they called him drunk. Well, there was, stuff going around, that, even Candace said that they thought that she had called the boys drunk one night. So, but who knows, guys? Who knows? I think, though, we all know in our hearts where this is headed. You know what I mean? And I don't think we're wrong. Could be, don't think so. Not with the way things have been playing out. You know what I mean? Self-accountability has not been there. Responsibility has not been there. The maturity's not been there. The truth-telling's not been there. So, anyway, guys, that's it. hope you enjoyed the little show today. I hope you enjoyed the little video. I don't know about a show, but hope you guys are having a great day. Drop some comments below on whether you liked it. If you did, love to have you as a sub, and I'll see you on the next video.